What if I told you that the answer to firmer, younger looking arms has been sitting in your bathroom cabinet this entire time, probably right next to your toothbrush, and it costs less than $2? Most people spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars every single year on fancy serums, tightening creams, and anti-aging treatments that promise to restore the skin on their arms, and yet the skin keeps sagging, the wrinkles keep deepening, and the texture keeps getting worse. But tonight, everything changes. Because in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how one tiny drop of Vaseline, applied in a very specific way before you go to sleep, can completely transform the skin on your arms. Stay right here, because what I'm about to share might be the most practical skincare information you've ever heard. Let's start by talking about what actually happens to the skin on your arms as you age, because if you don't understand the root of the problem, you can never truly fix it. The skin on your arms, particularly the upper arms and the area just above the elbows, is some of the thinnest and most vulnerable skin on the entire body. Unlike the skin on your face, which gets a lot of attention and a lot of moisturizing products, the arms are often completely ignored in most people's skincare routines. And that neglect has consequences that build up silently over years and decades. When you're young, your skin contains an abundance of collagen and elastin. Think of collagen as the scaffolding that gives your skin its structure and firmness, and elastin as the rubber band that allows your skin to snap back into place after it's been stretched. As we age, and this process begins as early as your mid-20s, the body starts producing less and less collagen and elastin. By the time most people reach their 40s, 50s or 60s, the production has slowed down so significantly that the skin begins to lose its ability to hold itself up. It starts to droop. It starts to crinkle, it starts to look thin, papery and loose. This is the natural aging process, and there is no stopping it entirely. But, and this is the critical part, there is absolutely a way to slow it down dramatically and even reverse some of the visible damage that has already taken place. That is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Now, before we even get to the Vaseline application method, we need to talk about something that most people completely overlook, and that is the moisture barrier of the skin. Your skin has a natural protective layer on its surface called the skin barrier or the moisture barrier. This layer is made up of lipids, essentially fats, that hold moisture inside the skin and keep irritants and environmental pollutants out. When this barrier is intact and healthy, your skin looks plump, smooth, and radiant. When this barrier is damaged or compromised, which happens due to aging, harsh soaps, excessive sun exposure, dry weather, and even just the passage of time, your skin loses moisture rapidly. Dermatologists call this transepidermal water loss, or TEWL, and it is one of the primary reasons why the skin on aging arms looks so dry, creased, and saggy. The skin literally shrivels from the inside out because it cannot hold onto water. This is where Vaseline enters the picture, and this is where most people get the science completely wrong. Many people think Vaseline is just a thick, greasy petroleum product that sits on top of the skin and does nothing useful. That could not be further from the truth. Vaseline, which is the brand name for white petroleum jelly, is what scientists classify as an occlusive moisturizer. An occlusive moisturizer works by forming a semi-permeable seal over the surface of your skin that dramatically reduces transepidermal water loss. In simple terms, it acts like a lock on a door. It keeps all the moisture that is already inside your skin from escaping into the air overnight. Multiple clinical studies have confirmed that petroleum jelly reduces moisture loss from the skin by up to 98%. 98%, that is an extraordinary number. And when your skin is properly hydrated from within, the cells plump up, the fine lines soften, the surface becomes smoother, and over time, the skin begins to look significantly firmer and more youthful. But here is the key, and this is the mistake that almost everyone makes. Most people apply Vaseline to completely dry skin and then wonder why it isn't working as well as they hoped. The secret and the reason why timing and technique matter enormously is that Vaseline on its own does not add moisture to the skin. It only locks in moisture that is already there. So if you apply it to dry skin, you are essentially sealing in dryness. You are not helping yourself at all. The correct method, which I am going to walk you through step by step, involves a very specific two-step process that prepares the skin before the Vaseline is applied, and that preparation makes all the difference in the world. Here is exactly what you need to do every single night before you go to bed. The first step is to gently wash your arms with a mild sulfate-free cleanser and lukewarm water. Do not use hot water because hot water actually strips the skin of its natural oils and makes the barrier worse. Do not scrub aggressively. Just a gentle cleanse to remove any dirt, product residue or sweat from the day. After washing, do not rub your skin dry with a towel. Instead, pat it gently and leave your skin slightly damp, not soaking wet, but with just a thin film of moisture still present on the surface. This is crucial. That slight dampness is the moisture that Vaseline is going to lock into your skin overnight. The second step is to take just one drop, and I mean a very small amount, about the size of a pea, of Vaseline on your fingertips, and spread it evenly over the skin of one arm, starting from the elbow and working your way up toward the shoulder. Use gentle upward strokes. You do not need to press hard. The product is so occlusive that even a thin layer is incredibly effective. Then repeat with the other arm. You will notice that your skin feels slightly tacky at first, but within a few minutes the Vaseline will settle into the skin surface and the tackiness will largely disappear. You can then put on your pajamas and go to sleep. That is all. That is the entire process. Now, I want to spend some time talking about what happens during those hours while you are asleep, because the night time is actually the single most powerful window for skin repair and regeneration, and most people are completely unaware of just how significant this window is. During sleep, your body goes into full repair mode. The production of human growth hormone increases significantly. Cell turnover accelerates, meaning that old damaged skin cells are being shed and replaced with new healthy ones at a much faster rate than during the day. Blood flow to the skin increases, delivering oxygen and nutrients to the skin cells. And critically, your cortisol levels, cortisol being the stress hormone that breaks down collagen, drop significantly during deep sleep. This means your skin is simultaneously repairing damage, building new structures, and being protected from one of its main enemies all at the same time. When you apply Vaseline just before this restorative window opens, you are maximizing every single one of those benefits. The moisture that gets locked into your skin overnight feeds the skin cells, supports the collagen building process, improves the skin's elasticity, and accelerates the natural cell renewal that sleep already promotes. Over time, and we are typically talking about a consistent routine of 4 to 8 weeks, the cumulative effect of this nightly hydration becomes visibly apparent. The skin on the arms becomes noticeably softer and smoother. The crepey texture, that thin, crinkled appearance that many people describe as looking like tissue paper, begins to diminish. The skin starts to look more filled out, more plump and more youthful. Fine lines and surface wrinkles become less pronounced. And because the skin's barrier function is being consistently reinforced night after night, the overall health and resilience of the skin improves significantly. Let's also talk about some important things you should not be doing if you want this method to be as effective as possible, because there are several common habits that directly undermine skin health on the arms and completely work against everything we are trying to achieve. The first and most damaging habit is prolonged, unprotected sun exposure. Ultraviolet radiation from the sun is the single greatest accelerator of skin aging. It directly breaks down collagen and elastin fibers, damages the DNA inside skin cells, and causes the skin to lose its structural integrity far more rapidly than it would through aging alone. If you are working to repair and firm the skin on your arms at night but spending hours in the sun without protection during the day, you are essentially taking 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Always apply a broad-spectrum sunscreen with at least SPF 30 to your arms when you are going outside, and if you are already seeing significant sun damage on your arms, consider wearing lightweight long sleeves during peak sun hours. The second habit to eliminate is bathing or showering with extremely hot water. As I mentioned earlier, very hot water strips the skin of its natural lipids, the fats that make up the moisture barrier, and leaves the skin more vulnerable to moisture loss throughout the day. This is especially damaging in winter when the air is already dry and the skin is already struggling to retain moisture. Switch to lukewarm water for washing and you will notice a significant improvement in how your skin feels even within the first few days. The third habit to watch is the type of soap or body wash you are using. Many conventional soaps and body washes contain sodium lauryl sulfate and other harsh surfactants that are extremely effective at stripping oils from the skin. These products were designed to clean aggressively, and for someone with already compromised skin on their arms, they are genuinely doing more harm than good. Switch to a gentle, fragrance-free, pH-balanced cleanser and your skin will thank you enormously. Now, I also want to address the question that many of you are probably already thinking, is Vaseline safe for everyone? And are there any situations where you should not use it? Generally speaking, Vaseline is considered one of the most hypoallergenic skincare ingredients available. It is non-comedogenic when applied to body skin, like the arms, meaning it does not clog the pores in a way that causes breakouts in those areas. It has been used safely in medical settings for well over a century. However, if you have a known sensitivity to petroleum-based products, which is very rare but does exist, you should of course avoid it and speak with your dermatologist about alternative occlusive options such as shea butter, lanolin or squalane. Similarly, if the skin on your arms has any open wounds, active rashes or infected areas, do not apply Vaseline over those areas until they have healed, as trapping moisture over an infected or inflamed site can sometimes worsen the condition. I also want to give you some additional practices that work powerfully alongside the Vaseline method to accelerate your results. Hydration from within is just as important as hydration from without. If you are chronically dehydrated, and the majority of adults are, often without realizing it, the skin simply cannot function optimally no matter what you apply to its surface. Aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water per day. Increase your intake of foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as salmon, walnuts, flaxseed and avocado, because these healthy fats directly support the skin's lipid barrier and improve its ability to retain moisture. Foods rich in vitamin C, such as citrus fruits, bell peppers and broccoli, are also enormously beneficial because vitamin C is one of the key nutrients the body uses to synthesize collagen. Gentle exfoliation of the arms once or twice a week is also highly recommended because it removes the buildup of dead skin cells that sits on the surface and prevents your moisturizing treatments from penetrating as effectively. You do not need any harsh physical scrubs. A simple washcloth with light circular motions is sufficient. If you want to use a chemical exfoliant, a mild lactic acid or urea-based body lotion used a few times a week works beautifully to smooth the surface and prepare it for the Vaseline treatment. And finally, let's talk briefly about the role of gentle massage in improving skin firmness on the arms. When you apply your Vaseline, take an extra 60 to 90 seconds to massage it into your skin using upward circular motions. This gentle massage stimulates blood circulation in the skin, which delivers more nutrients and oxygen to the cells. It also stimulates the lymphatic system, which helps reduce any puffiness or fluid retention in the tissues. And there is solid scientific evidence suggesting that consistent massage of the skin can stimulate the production of new collagen over time. It is a small addition to the routine that takes less than 2 minutes and can meaningfully enhance your results. To bring everything together, what you now have is a complete science-backed, practical nighttime protocol for restoring firmer, smoother, healthier skin to your arms. The core of it is beautifully simple. Wash your arms gently, leave them slightly damp, apply 1 small drop of Vaseline in upward strokes, and let your body do the rest while you sleep. Support this with daily sun protection, gentle cleansing, proper hydration, a nutrient-rich diet, and once or twice weekly exfoliation, and you will see results that no expensive cream ever delivered for you. The skin on your arms is not beyond repair. It simply needs consistent care, and now you know exactly how to provide it. If you found this information valuable and you are finally ready to give your arms the attention they deserve, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you never miss a video like this one. Hit the like button to help this information reach more people who need it, and drop a comment below telling me what skin or health topic you would like me to cover next. I read every single one.